feel like the majority of people in Manchester that I saw today, they were just observers. They were watching the protesters and they were looking at it and they were thinking, what on earth? It felt very performative, I can't lie. I feel like people don't even know what they're protesting for. It feels like more of a cure for boredom rather than an actual means to an end of trying to figure something out in this country. I've seen it so much on social media, Instagram, YouTube. Actually seeing it in person, it just made me sad that this is what we're doing. It was just very provocative. That's the only way I could describe it. We're not really gonna move forward or do anything being this provocative. My plan for this, because I've been planning to go to this protest for weeks and weeks and weeks. I was planning to talk to people, try get their point of view, try find some common ground, because I really don't believe that immigrants are the sole problem in this country, okay? I think it's the people at the top with money that have the power to do better, but then they just don't do better for our country. Immigration is such an easy scapegoat, and that's why it's pushed by the government. That's why it's pushed in the media for you to hate immigrants and blame all the problems on immigration. But I promise you, if we got rid of every single immigrant or all the children of immigrants, we'd still have the same problems in this country tomorrow. That's not going to change. It's just easy to blame immigrants. And I could tell that all these people at the protest for Britain First, they were just frustrated and they're fed up of the way things are going in this country. You know, how cost of living is increases, wages are staying stagnant. People have fed up and they've had enough. And it's like they don't realize what the problem is. Immigration is such an easy scapegoat. People keep talking about these 5-star hotels and things. I promise you, go to Calais, burn your birth certificate, burn your passport, hop over, land in the UK without a passport or birth certificate, see what 5-star hotel you get put up in. It's just not true. And then people say, well, what about the homeless? We should be housing the homeless. We should be housing the homeless. I don't understand why we're not. It would have been one thing if they actually had something of substance to stand behind, but they didn't have anything of substance to stand behind. They just kept saying, rapist, pedophile, typical, and they're just yelling all these stereotypes out.
You raped any kids lately?
Rapist! Just leave!
Realistically, Islam, being Muslim, is not a cancer. I see so many posts on Facebook of people at the mosque picking up litter, donating food, things of that nature. What are these people doing? They're just inciting violence in the town centre because they're fed up of the way things are going in this country. That's not going to help the country get any better. And then I saw these two guys trying to have like a conversation from both sides. Fair enough, they were civil. They both agreed that we should tax the rich people and, you know, use the money for our people. But then the guy on the For Britain side was saying, but look at who's coming here and raping our women.
There's a lot of issues at the moment. He's using it as a scapegoat.
I agree,
Why are you walking away?
Well, we're thinking about kids first.
Well, that's fair enough. I've got kids. I want my kids first, but I don't think we should be picking on people.
It's not picking. It's the majority that's come over that aren't working and paying the taxes, that's it.
But the government doesn't let them work. It's the government.
But then there's the subside companies like Uber Eats and whatever else that are, and they're not paying in to add at all. So what's right in that?
Google isn't either. Neither's any of the big companies.
No, that's true, that. Now do the banks.
Yeah.
They're the biggest company in the world, the biggest corrupt organisation in the world. Yeah. They're not paying into it.
So we should be taxing them?
Should 100%, yeah.
I just think that blaming people who are escaping war...
Are they escaping war? There's family and kids that are coming over, granted, not a problem, yeah? But what about the mass people that have not brought children and kids with them, that are raping and assaulting people in our country?
But white guys do it. White guys do the majority, yeah.
Look at statistics in 2015. Look at it then. Right, leave it.
I just don't think picking on people is the
I don't think it's picking to be fair. You're picking, I am fine. Right, not a problem.
A rapist is a rapist. It doesn't matter if they're black, brown, white, whatever. Rape is just inherently wrong. And there's people from every culture that rape. And I feel like blaming it on culture or pinning it on a certain group is a dangerous thing, because you could get rid of one group of people, that other group of people are still going to rape. Rape is such a deeper problem, like throughout all of history, all cultures, and that's not going to end with taking away one demographic of people. If these people really cared about the country and our streets, they'd do what those people at the mosque are doing, going to food banks, picking up litter, helping people in the active community. The only thing they're doing is just letting out their frustration in the town centers, and it just felt like such a waste of energy. I guarantee you, like, these conservative Christians, these conservative Muslims, they have way more in common than they think. I just think it's pathetic where we're at as a country right now, and there's too much divisiveness, too much division. That's not going to solve anything. I don't think any political party will help. I saw one guy saying, we don't support Nigel, we don't support Nigel, we support Rupert Lowe.
We're brown, that's white people here, right? We don't support Nigel, mate. We support Rupert Lowe.
Bro, did you see Rupert Lowe's introduction video to politics or for the new party? He was like, I'm talking to you today on my farm, not in my Bentley, not in my mansion, not on my boat, not in any of these other places, because I'm just like you. I'm a working man on the farm just like you. Bollocks, bro. Absolute bollocks. That's why Nigel gets so much popularity, like Reform and stuff, because he plays the character of this working man, and it's idealistic to think, oh, he's just like me. He's twin. Me and him are twin. You're not twin, okay? That guy is rich, and his party exists to make him richer, and then they're using immigration as a scapegoat for the country's problems. I've kind of just been going off the dome. I don't really have a script for this, but I just want to put this key thing out there. Reform, or like Britain First, whatever party, it's not going to fix the problems that you think it's going to fix. Those parties exist to keep the wealth for the wealthy. If you're rich and you want to keep your money and you want to vote for them, fair enough. But if you're poor and you're broke and you're sick of the way things are going in the country, voting for them is not going to help the way that you think it's going to help. I'm not here to tell you who to vote for. I honestly don't really believe in any of the parties. Vote tactically, vote for what you believe in, but actually do some research. At the bare minimum, take an online quiz of who you should vote for. I just wish that we could come together like on some hippie peace and love type shit. Yeah. Oh, bro, I respect that message, bro.
We embrace! We embrace! We embrace!
These people care about the country on both sides. Less so the people with the flags, I'm not gonna lie. I just saw them starting violence, trying to get clips. It was actually really sad because rather than having conversations or rather than actually demonstrating support for the country, they were just clip farming. I saw so many of them with cameras just trying to get their clips, just trying to like aggravate people, try and paint people in a certain light. That's so, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a coward. Yeah, that's such a coward move, coward thing to do. People on the other side that were standing up against these bigots, they didn't really have cameras out like that. There was like third party people like myself with the camera recording it. But like them people themselves, they literally were just holding placards, holding signs, just showing support. Oh shit. Hooliganism, because that's pretty much what it was, just a hooliganism on full display. I kind of wish I wrote a script, but I don't know. I just got some thoughts off the top of my dome. I want to make more videos this year. If you've got any recommendations of who I should try speak to, what you'd like to see, let me know. But if not, I'm just gonna take videos of what captures my eye. Stay safe. If you're going to any of these protests, don't let these bigots get the best of you. They're not really standing up for this country. If they were standing up for this country, they'd be doing more for their communities rather than just going to town, drinking and shouting. Like, it's pathetic. It is honestly pathetic. Stay safe, and I don't know, this country's a shambles, making everyone think that it's the immigrants' faults, but I don't know, it's deeper than that. And it's so easy to fall for the trap of, oh yeah, let's blame all the immigrants on all the issues in the UK. But I guarantee you, get rid of all the immigrants, the problems will still be here. It's not solely on them. So be better. I don't know. I'm sick of seeing this all go down in this country. So trying to do something about it, whether it's small impact or big impact, it doesn't matter. I'm just sick of sitting around, you know. I want to do something, and I think you should too. Okay, we come together, you and me, and we make this place a better country, a better world. That's all it takes. It just takes us. Okay, so yeah, bye bye.